All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Kol Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And it shouldn't be too long. I just got a couple scriptures that I'm going to bring out, a couple points that I'm going to make. The main inspiration for this lesson is going to be this video here from Rick Bender. Actually, I wanted to let you know about this guy here. I've been watching him on and off for a little bit now, and he does pretty good videos, man, especially in regards to, I'm always watching the economy, and he's always going into the economy, not just domestically, but also globally. But he mentioned a couple things in this video that got the gears grinding, churning, turning, and I'm going to try to read a little bit of the transcript. But again, I highly suggest you subscribe to this channel. Rick Bender, he does very good videos on the economy. And as you can see, the video is entitled "The Economy is Worse Than You Think." It's worse. Matter of fact, I had saw this one yesterday. I was going to speak on it, but I was waiting, and then I saw this one popped up in my feed. How bad is the economy actually? So I didn't even finish. I started to watch the other one, and I said, let me actually do the video now. It's perfect. It confirmed. It was a spirit. But anyway, subscribe to the channel if you want to be edified on the economy. Let's read a little bit of this transcript. I wish I could play the video, but you know how the copyright thing works. So let's see. I'm going to read it the best I can. The transcripts it is what it is. So it says, hello and welcome. Hope you are doing well. I'm Rick Bender, and it's Tuesday, December 17th. Is the largest economy in the world about to collapse? He was asking a question, and it is. We've been telling you that. And it's really all by design. First and foremost, the design of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, but he's using the wicked elite. The wicked elite have something that the apostles always go into, the Hegelian dialect. They operate with order ad chaos, order out of chaos. And they're going to collapse this current fiat fiscal system, this way of buying and selling with paper money. It's being orchestrated by the wicked elite. They're collapsing this current system, and they're ushering in a new digital system, which will be spearheaded by the Charagma. I keep saying it. We're going to keep saying it because we're broken records. No excuse, no cloak for your sin. All roads are leading to the Charagma. And basically, they're collapsing the economy, not just domestically, but globally. That's what his the other video I was watching that he put up today was going into. The global economy is in shambles because we all know the lifeline is really Babylon, and Babylon is through. So, and all these nations are through because they're all confederate. All their economies are interconnected, and it's all by design. They're all in cahoots. They're all, on board with this NWO. But they have to collapse this current fiat fiscal system first. That's why you're seeing mass layoffs. That's a whole nother topic, and to the layoffs, that's what he's going into. How the job numbers. I'm not even gonna not even because I got I'm ranting. I'm got precepts on deck. Watch the video for yourself. But he goes into how, which we've already know, the job numbers have been fudged. I forget the exact number, but we know that they're all, first and foremost, all there are no new jobs being created in Babylon, man. Them days are over. Okay. The only jobs that were allegedly, quotation marks, being created were so-called government jobs. And in his report, he's going to go into how the jobs have been fudged. It's been they pulled them, they've been fabricated. Every time they come out with the job reports, what are they doing? They end up a couple months later revising the job numbers. And that's what he was saying, that the economy is in shambles, man. And everybody thinks, just, paraphrasing, but basically everybody's looking for DJ Trump to fix everything, but he's not. He's inheriting a dilapidated economy. This place is through. America is on hospice status. Look at the debt clock. He was going into, in the new video he did today, he mentioned we always go into the U.S. debt clock, which I'm gonna have to do some my due diligence. But he mentioned the global debt clock. That's something we don't even think about. What is the global debt clock? Again, the global economy is in shambles, and it's all being orchestrated by the wicked elite. He at the end of the video that I just showed you, he mentioned my favorite word, insolvent. You know, I always say Babylon is insolvent. I heard that watching these business guys. That was a word that I added to my vernacular. Insolvent, meaning you can't pay back your debts. Okay? Babylon is insolvent. They're bankrupt. They're being liquidated. Okay? And you saw I put up the U.S. national debt clock. You see it's at 36 trillion and counting. And I always mention, it's hard you can't even fathom $36 trillion, man. You can't pay that back. Okay? I just Googled how many millions, not hundreds or, how many, you can't even fathom $1 million in front of you right now. You don't know how much does it weigh? How much space is it going to take up in the room with just hundreds? You can't fathom it. And again, the debt clock is at 36 trillion and counting. And we know that number's falsified, which I got that script. I had, the first scripture I'm going to bring out is the wicked are estranged from womb. The wicked are estranged from the womb. I'm botching it. Slocky. The Psalms 58:3. The wicked are who? Esau, Edom. There's other wicked people in the world, primarily amongst Yasharallah. Among my people are found wicked men. 2/3 of Yasharallah are wicked as hell, but there is the wicked, according to the Bible, according to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And the wicked, the wicked, per Malachi 1:4, is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And he's in the power seat, and he's ruling wickedly, per Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right? And he's oppressing the people. That's why the people are mourning. But this is Psalms 58:3. And that's the theme of Rick Bender's, I think that's his name, Rick Bender. That's the theme of his lesson, how these leaders are lying, man. They're a bunch of liars, falsifying numbers, falsifying reports. They have you in a false sense of security, okay? They're lying about how bad things really are. If you really understood how bad things were, all hell would break loose. They're trying to control the collapse, as I've said many a times. So it says, Psalms 58:3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. That's this devil's MO. He's a violent man, and he's a deceitful liar. He's a liar, man. The words of his mouth are smoother than butter, but war's in his heart. You can't trust this devil. That's what Gad said. The North American Indians never trust the white man. He speaks with a forked tongue. He broke every treaty he made with the North American Indians, Gad. He's a liar. He is the devil, the Diablo, deceiver. Job 13:4, and they lying to their own people. Job 13:4, for ye are for, who is he talking about? Esau, Edom, the wicked. Per Malachi 1:4 again. But ye are forgers of lies. That's all they do is lie. As soon as they be born, they lie. That's all they know how to do is lie. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. And the apostles always go into doctors, right? The word doctor means to falsify. You doctor up a paper, you falsify it. That's what they are, liars. The father of it. And 2/3 of Yasharallah, as the Lord said, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said, you are of your father the devil. He was a murderer and a liar, and abode not in the truth. And that's the same spirit that's on Jake, man. 2/3 of Yasharala. And these heathens, they're all Confederate. They're all on one accord. But anyway, let's go back, Salakia. Let's go back to this point about the trillion, right? So the debt clock is at 36 trillion. And again, I don't even know what the global debt clock is. The global debt is, right? But again, 36 trillion. So it says there are 1 million millions, the Dr. Evil, $100 million billion. There are 1 million millions in a trillion. So you can't even, that's astronomical. That debt is stupendous. To even just have for the debt clock to be at 1 trillion, it's stupendous. Astronomical. It's at 36 and counting, and it's running like a goddamn taxi cab, a yellow cab in Midtown Manhattan at rush hour. Okay? That's how fast that shit's tallying up. Okay? And I think, what did they say the household debt is? Let me see if I could find it. I ain't gonna try to. I forget, man. It's in here somewhere. I ain't gonna look for it, but it shows what each household would have to pay back. I think it's like 100,000 each person. Most of you ain't never even gonna see 100,000 in your whole lifetime of working. But the point of this place is through. This place is through. It's worse than you think, a lot worse. And they're liars. They're lying. They're falsifying what's going on. and subscribe to watch this brother here. Watch this guy here. He's kind of monotone. But you want to be edified, you got to sometimes suffer through things. He reminds me of Bill Nye, the science guy. No, is that him? No. Was that him? The Bueller. He kind of like monotone, but edifying nonetheless. Okay? And I'm going to go back and finish watching how bad the economy actually is. I'll leave you with another two more precepts all over the place, but Adawan Ratazah, it made sense and it came together. Of course, one of my favorite scriptures, Habakkuk 2:6, and going into that clay. When you look up the word clay, it's Ibatyat, heavy debts, weights, pledges. That's what this whole Babylon is built upon, right? But the global economy, this whole system, which system is a trap. The elder apostles in Connecticut broke that down. This whole system, this whole trap is built upon debt. Everybody's a debt slave. In debt to who? The wicked elite. Okay? The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is subject to the lender. Okay, but that's part of the curses. We have to go to the enemy in want of all things, per Deuteronomy 28. But this man is such a devil. He in prison. He enslaved his own people. All these nations, the rulers of these nations enslaved their own nation, own people. But let's hit Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe, destruction to him that increaseth that which is not his? Everything he's gotten, he's stolen. Esau, Edom. Riches got by deceit. That's why the kingdom is about to be translated from one people to another. How long? Not much longer. They've been kicking the can down the road, but they running out of road. I think Rick Bender, I watched so many videos, I can't remember, but I think he's the same. He made the point about the same problems that we had back in 2007 in the housing crash, too big to fail. All them, the same problems Babylon has been having. They've been putting a Band-Aid over everything with their different policies and quantitative easing and bailouts and stimuluses and so on and so, lowering, manipulating the bond rates, and all these things are just putting a Band-Aid on a gushing wound. Your goddamn jugular slice, man. Your femoral artery, if I said that right, is nicked. Not nicks, slashed, Ain't no saving this place. There's no balm. You can't heal Babylon. Everything, they've been kicking the can down the road, and they're running out of road. The can is still there. The problems are actually intensifying, getting worse. It's ballooning. It's snowballing. This place is through. But they keep lying to the people. So again, it says, how long? Not much longer. Our redemption is nigh. All these chariot sightings, all the prophecies are screaming. The men of the Lord are on fire. The Lord is visiting the world that he made. He's plaguing this place. All type of earthquakes in diverse places, pestilences, storm. The Lord is working a beautiful work. You see? As it says in Job, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai set the bounds which he can't pass. The joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. This devil is through, and he knows it. That's why he's about to come down with great wrath. And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Again, that clay is Ibatya. Debts. That's what this place is about. Debts. Heavy debts. And it's through. They're insolvent. They can't pay their debt. America is a corporation. Okay? And they've been running the world like a corporation. And they're insolvent. They can't pay the debt back. It's impossible. So all of you that are chasing the bag, all of you that are all caught up in grinding, you think the scriptures do say money is a defense, but it also says wisdom is a defense. Wisdom is the ultimate defense. Okay? The scriptures tell you also not to trust in uncertain riches, for certainly do they make themselves wings and fly away. We're chasing the true riches, everlasting riches. We're our heart is on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. This world is temporal. This world is coming to naught. It's collapsing as we speak. It's CTD, circling the drain. And the only way you're gonna make it in the times to come is if that spiritual mark of exemption is upon you. So it would behoove you to give diligence to make your calling and election sure. Because nothing carnal is gonna save you, man. No amount of guns, no amount of money, no amount of Bitcoin, no amount of prepping. Only kind of prepping that's gonna be of any benefit is spiritual prepping, and that's what we do daily. So it says, Ezekiel, close out here. Ezekiel 7:19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. First and foremost, it's going to be worthless. The dollar is going to be worthless, man. The dollar, the ruble, the yen, what EC, I think that's what they call it, what they use in the Caribbean. Your paper money gonna be worthless first and foremost because this fiat system, this current way of buying and selling, with paper money is gonna come to naught. You're not gonna be able to buy and sell without that digital oil in you. So So it says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh. First and foremost, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai don't want your goddamn money. He wants your soul. Your soul is mine. Inside joke. You see? So, but prior to this point, the return of our Lord and all hell breaking loose, the money gonna be worthless anyway. Okay? The same thing you saw in the Weimar Republic, same thing you saw in Venezuela. Venezuela, the shit, man. They were fucking going to the store with wheelbarrows. Hey, it's coming to Babylon the Great. Not to mention, when Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai puts that evil thought on the Medes, he stirs up these Gurga troops, these nations to come up upon the city of unwalled villages, to them that are settled on their lees. The scriptures say they're not going to regard silver nor gold neither. So, hey, and that's all the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the times that we're coming into, the wrath of the Lord, his indignation. Money ain't going to be able to save you, man. Righteousness is righteousness. you know? Repentful, having that contrite heart, you know? Being obedient, being diligent, you know? So it says, again, Ezekiel 7, that's the only thing that's going to deliver you, man. So it says, Ezekiel 7:19, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. Yeah, a lot of people, hey man, for the love of money, it's all for the love of money. Hey, the scriptures say money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is, you know? Money is a defense, okay? But ultimate defense is what? Wisdom. But the love of money is the root of all evil, you know? And again, it ain't real money. It's not real money, you know? Anyway, Adawan Ratazah, this came together and it made sense. Again, the main point was to spotlight this channel here, and you know, keep watching, keep praying, keep pushing, keep fighting. We're close, man. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam Mesharala.